Stocks are higher early, and the S&P and Nasdaq both hit new all-time highs this morning. On the futures side, as I speak to you right now, the Russell is up 0.57%. The Dow is up 0.51%, and both of them are still short of their all-time highs, but the S&P 500 is up 0.13%, and the Nasdaq is just above the flat line, reaching new all-time highs again. Last night, German CPI data came in as expected, but Chinese new yuan loans were much worse than expected at negative 50 billion yuan. Treasury yields in the U.S. are dropping, with the 2-year down 5 basis points, the 5-year down 7 basis points, the 10-year down 6, and the 30-year down 5 basis points. One of the things potentially causing this drop was U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent reiterating his call for a 0.5 point interest rate reduction at the Federal Reserve's next meeting in September. He also called for a series of rate cuts. Bessent said in an interview this morning on Bloomberg Surveillance, "I think we could go into a series of rate cuts here, starting with a 50 basis point rate cut in September. If you look at any model, it suggests that we should be 150 basis points to 175 basis points lower right now." Gold and silver have moved higher off of this news, while copper, which started out higher, actually dropped. It's negative as I speak to you right now. The dollar resumed its drop, marking the second consecutive day of a weaker dollar in aggregate. And actually, looking at Monday, we saw a dollar spike that reversed, ultimately finishing 0.8% lower than its high. The dollar is performing worse against the British pound, the euro, and the Swiss franc, and Bitcoin is also higher, above $121,000, just short of its all-time highs. Looking ahead at earnings today after the market closes, 9 companies with market caps exceeding $1 billion are set to report, including Cisco Systems, Coherent Corp, Standard Aero, and Ibotta. Tomorrow, before the market opens, only 17 companies with market caps of $1 billion or more are reporting, including Deere & Company, NetEase, JD.com, Tapestry, Applied Industrial, Advanced Auto Parts, and Birkenstock. Economic data tonight, we get Aussie employment data. Data for tomorrow, UK and EU GDP, UK industrial productions, US jobless claims and PPI data, and then later tomorrow night, Japanese GDP and Chinese industrial production data.